some celebs pull up loco. You know we up next, pull up mofos. They gon' be there on repeat, they like, oh no. Where's the mix it up, let's take a photo now. For now, I'm loco. For now, preserve the beat, I'm more loud. I said I'm more loud, I'm more loud. Got some celebs pull up loco. You know we up next, pull up mofos. They gon' be there on repeat, they like, oh no. Where's the mix it up, let's take a photo now. For now, I'm loco. For now, preserve the beat, I'm more loud. I said I'm more loud, I'm more loud. Got some celebs pull up loco. You know we up next, pull up mofos. They gon' be there on repeat, they like, oh no. Where's the mix it up, let's take a photo now. For now, I'm loco. For now, preserve the beat, I'm more loud. I said I'm more loud, I'm more loud.
Yes, my peoples, big up yourself, big up the whole Metric community. Smash the likes, man. Let's get these likes up. Come on, man. You know we're repping the Metric community. Let's get into it, man. Big game today. You know we're chasing this Champions League. I'm going to show you lot how serious this Champions League is to us. All the players that we're getting linked with, players in our own squad, it's all coming out Champions League. And this seems like it's going to be a big thing when it comes to the business end of the season, as I'm going to show you lot in a minute. So, boom, man, we're going to get into it, man, and start off with some of the news. There's been some talks about who's going to leave, who's going to stay. Yandy transfer news is crazy. And we're going to get straight into it. Don't watch nothing. So, boom, smash the likes, my peoples, man. And let me know what you think in the chat. Give me your chat predictions as well. What do you think is going to be it? Obviously, we start off here with David Moyes. When we get into Everton's team, we've got to talk about who's available. And they've got their full team available, bar Grealish. Some people will arguably say that Grealish is their best player, of course. So, I don't know, man. Like, I still think it's a bit of a thing. We lost to them and they had 10 men. So I still think it's a madness. Like, they're a good team. And we was playing Amrin ball. Both times we played them with the Amrin style. Not even both times, because the first time we played them, we beat them with Amrin. Remember, Rashford, Xerxes, Ahmad, 2 assists. But apart from that one time when we beat Everton 4-0 at home, we've kind of always struggled with them. Even that time that we beat them 4-0 at home, we struggled with them. So, I don't know, man. We've always struggled with them, with that back three anyway. Now we've gone back to a back four, it might be a little bit different. If you look at our head-to-head, look at this. So, Amrin came in from November. He won 4-0. Then we drew 2-2 at their ground. Who scored that game? I can't even remember. Beto. Oh, yeah, Fernandez and Ugarte. Remember, we got moved through that game. That was a 12:30 kickoff. They were onto us. And then Ugarte, Fernandez scored. Was it a free kick? And then Ugarte obviously scored that just at the box. So we were kind of lucky that game. If you look at that game there, they were onto us the whole game. And they had some good chances. We had a Nana in goal doing foolishness. As you can see, they had 4 big chances. We had 1. They had 8 shots on target. We had 3. They had the expected goals was mental. They had everything, bro. Ghana. All we done was have possession. And that was Amrin. Like I said, man, so the head-to-head, since Amrin has been there anyway, we started from here. We won 4-0 with Rashford and that, and we never saw that team again. Drew 2-2, drew 2-2 again in the pre-season. And in pre-season, they looked very good. Let me be honest with you. They looked very good in pre-season. So this is all Amrin, this last 4. And as you can see, it's been shaky. Apart from the 4-0, it was very shaky. 1-0, 10 men. But before that, every time we played them with a back 4, remember this, it's a back 4 every time we played them. We've kind of got the better of them. So from here onwards, this is Ten Hag, 2-0, 3-0. I think this is when Garnacho scored, right? 2-0 again, 3-1 in the FA Cup, 2-1. They beat us 1-0 at their ground. The last time they beat us, basically, whilst we're playing a 4 at the back, is in 2022. 4 at the back. 3 at the back, they beat us with 10 men. With Drew, we never can get the better of them. But 4 at the back, we've kind of had our luck. So we'll see. But they're a good team. I'll tell you that. And they've got every single player, as you can see, David Moyes has said, every single player is there. Apart from, obviously, O'Brien, he got sent off against Bournemouth, so he's on a red card. And obviously, who's the other geezer? Jack Grealish is injured. So no Jack Grealish, and O'Brien got sent off. So he's suspended. So they've got every single player. As you can see, look at that. You could just see it right there. O'Brien suspended. That's their normal right back. And remember, James Garner's been playing at right back as well when O'Brien was kind of injured. James Garner can play at right back. And they've got Patterson, who they think will start there. That Patterson against Mbumo. That should be 1, 2, 3, but you just never know, innit? But we got to go there and be brave, man. Come on, man. We're United. We're on the we've got the longest unbeaten run. 9 Premier League. No one's got a better record right now. 9 games unbeaten in the league. Remember, I think the last game we lost was against Everton. That's how crazy it is. The last game we lost in the Prem, I think it was against Everton. So it just shows how long we've been unbeaten for. But a lot of our draws feel like losses. That's where it goes mad. Oh, it was against, who was it against? Villa. No, it was Villa. My bad. Not Everton. Villa. This is obviously FA Cup. But yeah, we've had so much draws that these draws feel like losses. And then obviously we lost to Everton. Yeah, there you go. So we lost to Everton, lost to Villa, and then we haven't lost since. We've only lost to Brighton in the FA Cup. So we've been on one. So we've got the best record right now when it comes to unbeaten. Unbeaten in 9 games in the Prem. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and then you've got 7, 8, 9. So we're getting into this 10 games unbeaten. We might break Villa's record this season. They went 12 games unbeaten, and you wouldn't even think it the way we've been like on and off, dropping points, etc. But it is what it is. So let's see how it goes, man. Like I said, when it comes to the squad, they've only got 2 players missing. We've more or less got about 3, Delit, Mount, but they aren't really starters, aren't they, anyway? So let's get in someone more news now, because there's nothing else to talk about when it comes to the squad. We know Mason Mount's still injured. Delit's still injured. Who else is missing? I don't know what's going on with Harry Maguire. He looked like he had a hamstring issue against, what's his name? Against West Ham, but we haven't heard anything since. So look at this now. This is some talks about Bruno Fernandes. Remember, Bruno, all the reports that's come out about Bruno is he could leave in the summer, but it won't be to Saudi or nothing like that. It will be to somewhere in Europe. It can only be in Europe. That's all the talk that's been coming out. And everyone was saying Bayern Munich are linked with him. They want him to go and play with Harry Kane, blah, blah, blah. So this has come out and it's saying, listen, Bayern Munich are not interested in signing Bruno anymore. So that's dead. And the only team in Europe that's been interested in Bruno is Bayern Munich. And Bruno don't want to go Saudi. So maybe he ends up, it's a myth anyway, he ends up staying where he is. And then I've got more talks about Bruno anyway, but that's good to hear that Bayern Munich are in for him. Because remember, that release clause is very short. It's only 52 million pounds. It's like 57 million euros. So that release clause is already short anyway. So they can go and get a bundle, a little deal. And he's more or less one of the best players in the league right now. So to go out there and get Bruno on a little cheap with a 52, that's calm. But then look, S. Bates has come out today anyway. And he said this anyway. He says, sources close to Bruno Fernandes say he's certain to stay at Manchester United if they clinch UEFA Champions League football next summer. I said this. If we get Champions League, Bruno Fernandes will stay because he loves the club. He wants to make it happen. But one thing he don't want to do is do the project thing. I think if we get Champions League and we have a Keith Carrick or we get a world-class manager, someone that is certified, I reckon he stays. If we don't get Champions League, or we go and then we go and get like a McKenna or someone like that, someone that we have to say basically, give them a year to find themselves so that you lot can know how he wants to play, and then we'll move from there. I think he calls it a day. He says, what's the point? Well, what am I doing here? I'm going to sit here and waste another year. I'm going to be 32, 33. I want to win something before I retire, bro. So I reckon Bruno stays. We get Champions League, Carrick stays, or we get a world-class manager. All right, we're working towards something. We can win this league within a year or two. I'm with it. But if it's a thing where I've got to sit down and it's a project again and we've got to be patient and suffer for another 8, 9 months and then we're going to be good, I think he's going to say this is long. I'll just go to somewhere like Bayern, or I'll go to somewhere in Europe or Saudi, win some trophies because I'm at the latter stage of my career, and then call it a day. So that's where I see Bruno Fernandes. But he's certain to stay at Man United if we clinch UEFA League, UEFA Champions League. Like I'm saying to you, everything I'm about to show you is more or less going down to Champions League today. It's crazy. Everything. It's about Champions League. He's staying if we get Champions League. There's players that we're linked with that want to come to United if we get Champions League. There's players that want to leave their club if they don't get Champions League. So stay tight. There's loads going on. But this is Bruno Fernandes. So we'll see, man. Bayern Munich don't want him. And there's people saying that he wants to stay, and he will stay if we obviously end up getting Champions League. So we move on from that and then we go to another one. Look at this now. Amadou Onana. So we've been linked with him for ages. We've been linked with him from Everton days. He was at Everton first. He was one of our targets. We were looking at him. When we were looking at the midfield, who we're going to go and get to replace Fred or whatever it was. For some reason, we missed out on him. 50 million, he ended up going to Aston Villa. Now, we've cut down our thing. Man United's midfield wish list has now been cut down from 8 to 12 names just to 5. Amadou Onana name is once again being tooted for a move to Old Trafford. So his name's going around again. Like, we're looking at him. And he's a geezer that I like. I like Onana. And you've got to remember something as well. Someone like Onana is needed because when you look at someone like Casemiro, what does Casemiro bring to this team? Casemiro, he's good at tackling and whatnot. He does what he needs to do. But most importantly, he defends and he scores from set pieces. He attacks set pieces. So if that's defending it or scoring, he's one of his main things. If we got a corner, I'm looking at Casemiro and Maguire. If them two are not in the box, like that Aston Villa game, when we played Villa away, Bruno came off with a hamstring. Casemiro was suspended. Maguire wasn't there. I said, we're not scoring from no set pieces. Cunha got a header and he missed from 4 yards, whatever it is. I know we're not scoring. It's either Casemiro, Maguire, or maybe De Ligt if he's playing. That's the 3 that you can put your money on will score from a header. Casemiro and Maguire, it's a coin toss. You wouldn't even know which one. So if we're going to let Casemiro leave, we have to get someone that can kind of match his strength. Yeah, we're looking at Anderson and Believers and all of that. I get that one. We need to get them sort of players as well. But we need someone that's an aerial threat as well. Because we can't just be sitting there with bare short players and Bumo, Ahmad. All these guys are tiny. Bruno, where are they going to head up? So if you get rid of Casemiro, get another man that can come in and do their little thing as well. So I'm with this Onana thing, and I've always kind of rated him. He's all right. At first, I was on this pace thing. We need to get someone with pace. But when you watch these players like Kamara, Tielemans, them man ain't got no pace. And they're still doing what they need to do. Bruno Guimaraes at Newcastle. So the pace thing's a myth. The pitches, they can strive through the pitch. So yeah, man. So I'm with the Onana talk. Like I'm saying, that's the talks about and that we're looking at him. And I'm going to show you right now. It's obviously true because there's links coming out left, right, and centre about Amadou Onana, about Man United, about his situation at Villa, etc. And this is what's come out literally 19 hours ago. So that's came out and then this has come out. Look at this. Amadou Onana is on the list of midfielders that Manchester United are tracking, but Villa are likely to sell the 24-year-old Belgium international, especially if they qualify for Europe next season. So look at this now. If they don't qualify, they are in trouble. Villa is one of the clubs in the league that they go through like, they need to be in the Champions League and that because of their situation. They pay the wages through the money that they get. Their thing's mad. They need to basically be getting all this revenue to pay wages off and all of that. If they're not getting the revenue, the Champions League and that, bro, it's crazy. The Europe, they need to be in some sort of Europe. So if they leave, they come out of the top 4, which they could. I think they're going to definitely not finish 3rd. I can't see them finishing 3rd. I can't see it. Maybe they get 5th, but I cannot see them staying in 3rd, especially their performances. If you watch Villa, they don't play good football. They just scrape it or they'll get a goal. They've been clinical, very clinical. So yeah, Amadou Onana is on the list. He's on the list for the midfielders. We definitely want to. Everyone knows that. Anderson, Believers, we've heard the names 100 times. I don't need to remind you. But he's on the list now. We're being told. And this is another source. So 2 sources in the last 24 have came out and said, yo, he's on the list. Man United are in for him. And they've cut down the number from 12 midfielders to 5. And then Sports Pete's come out now and he's saying, listen, Onana is on the list. But Villa don't want to sell him. And if they get if they get Champions League, they've got no reason to sell him, especially if we didn't get Champions League. So that's the situation with Onana. Let's hope they don't get Champions League. They miss out and go Europa. and then we end up going for someone like that. But remember, when we're in Champions League, we can go for any player we want. We can go for our first, second choice. You can go for everyone you want. When you're not in Champions League like this year, we had to basically just look at who wanted to come to us. What, you want to come to us, Cunha and Bumo, come true. But other players can go, nah, I'm all right. I'll go there because they're in a better position, or I'll go there, or I'll go there. That's the situation. So Amadou Onana, man, like I said, he's a good player. One thing about him that I need to look at him, I know that he gets injured a little bit. He's been injured a few times. So I don't know if he's a bit injury prone or what, because I just know he's definitely been injured a few times. Let me see. Look, it's February. He played more or less all the games in February. He only played the end of January. So what was he? He was injured. He was injured the whole of January then. Look at that. From 30th of December to the 22nd of January, he never played any games. And then when he did come back for that Europa, he only played 15 minutes. So that's one thing about him is 1 minute you'll see him, the next minute you'll hear he's injured. But I don't know if he's injury prone or I'm just not paying attention to Villa as much. I don't know. But even here, look at this. This game, he plays on the 5th of October. And then the game before that is the 23rd of August. So how's there no games in September? So this is what I'm saying. He goes missing for like a month or two, and then he comes back. That's the only thing I'll look at him. But yeah, man, he's not really a man that's going to get you a lot of assists or a lot of goals, but he does play a big part of the game. And of course, he's in the ages for Ineos as well, 24. You know what I mean? They don't go over 26. So it could happen, man. We'll see. But you can see he's got 29. 2029 is when his contract runs out. So he still might have a little bit of money towards him. So we'll see what happens with the boy. Amadou. I'm about to say Andre because of his t-shirt. I'm not Andre Onana. Yeah, so we'll see, man. But he's on the list, which is very, very good. I wanted to see that. I like Onana. I think he's a good player, and he's on the list. So we'll see. We'll see, my people. Let's get into the boy Yan Diomande now. So this geezer, remember, we've been linked with him forever. Yeah, everyone knows Yan Diomande. That's one guy that we've been linked with from AFCON. They were talking about Yan Diomande, Man United. Him and Ahmad was doing these little cryptic signs. They were saying what they were saying, YD and was it YD and AD? Because Ahmad Diallo, Yan Diomande, they was moving mad. We were getting linked with him. And then all the talks that came out about Yan Diomande was that he's a Liverpool fan and whatnot. So let me break down the story for those that don't know. So basically he came out and this came out. Obviously, we had all the talks about Yan Diomande. Man United are in for him. Tottenham were meant to go for him when they saw Brennan Johnson, blah, blah, blah. But he's 100 million at the time. He's 85 million pounds, which is 100 million. So we never went for him. And then this video came out and made everyone know he's a Liverpool fan. I want to play at Anfield. I want to play for Liverpool. I'm a big Liverpool fan. My father's dream is to see me play for Liverpool. He's Ivory Coast. I think he's talking French or something. I don't know, but I can't understand it. So that's what apparently came out. And then from then, everything's more or less been Liverpool's involved. Liverpool are looking at him. I look at the Liverpool content creators. They're always talking about him. They're always putting the comps on Twitter. Yan Diomande, blah, blah, blah. And as you can see, Leo Thomas came out and said 85 million is putting everyone off in January. Because we went for Semenyo. So we wanted a left winger in January. It was solidified. But we wanted to 65 million will get you. But 85 is crazy. So Liverpool, Man United, Tottenham, that's the three team that's been going mad. As you can see, Leipzig, Plettenberg said the same thing. Blah, blah, blah. Man United won a left winger in the summer after failing for Semenyo. And it's been growing. When a left member, we've lost Garnacho, Rashford, and Sancho on the left wing. We've not replaced them with any player on the left wing. Remember that only Cunha, but Cunha, he's more of a 10. You know what I'm saying? And he can play as a striker. So cool. All of that's come out. This come out from Ben Jacobs the other day that Yan Diomande, someone that we really like, versatile player. He's 100 million is what they want right now, but everyone thinks the money's going to drop in the summer to about 60, 70, 80 million. So, and then there was talks about Bayern Munich. This Fabrizio Romano. Remember this, yeah? That Bayern Munich always buy the best players from that league. That league is so trash when you got one team that buys all the best players. That's what Bayern Munich do. That's why I'm shocked that Wirtz never even went there. So cool, that's what's been going on. And then obviously we've got this news that's come out today. Look, 19 hours ago, Fabrizio Romano, basically a post came out from MUFC family, put Old Trafford bound. That's what he's put. He's put a picture of Diomande and he's put Old Trafford bound. Fabrizio Romano's liked it. So he's already like, raw, what's that about? Why is he liking the picture saying Old Trafford bound? So everyone's already preying that and saying, okay, why is he liking it? And then obviously this has just come out literally 2 hours ago from Graham Bailey. And he's come out and said Liverpool are facing serious competition from Man United and several other clubs about Leipzig sensation Yan Diomande. He has not agreed a deal or given his word to Liverpool or any other club. Yan Diamande's price tag is close to 100 million euros, which we know about, 85 million pounds. So that's what Graham Bailey's saying now. But look at this. This came out not too long ago. Let me type. Where is it? Let me type in his name again. This is what's come out about him. So we don't know what's going on, man. Everything is conflicted right now, man. No one really knows, but this is what's come out. Look at this now. So this is anything Liverpool, nothing to do with Man United. This is Liverpool news, and this is from Bayern Space, and that's the Bayern aggregate page. And look, as you can see at the bottom, they know everything about Bayern, etc. Bayern Space has came out and said Bayern are discussing pivoting to Cody Gakpo after Yan Diamande's rejection. Yan Diomande has rejected Bayern Munich. Bayern aggregate pages have came out and said Yan Diomande has rejected Bayern Munich. He doesn't want to come there. With internal belief, Liverpool may hold a personal agreement with Diomande. So they might have personal terms already sorted. Remember, you saw the video, Liverpool's my father's favourite club, blah, blah, blah. Now they might have a personal agreement with Diomande. Ironically, Bayern could pay up to 65 million for Gakpo. So this is seeming, look, effectively financing the player who turned them down. So what they're basically saying, this is coming from Bayern aggregate page. They're basically saying is, we might pay 65 million for Gakpo, and they're going to use that same money for Diomande, which is crazy. We wanted Diomande, but he's turned us down. Why would the Bayern Space, someone that wants him, and you've seen that Fabrizio's put out there that we've been turned down by Diomande and he's lying. So I don't know. I don't know the Bayern Space, but this is the Liverpool aggregate page, and they're giving Liverpool belief basically that they've got some personal agreement with Diomande already, and yeah, that they might go for Gakpo instead. So that's what's going on here. So it's all over the place, man. I don't know, man. Would you say it's definitely not? It's definitely a blow on our side because it seems like Liverpool's holding all the cards. And obviously, with the video that came out about Liverpool, it's his favourite club. He kind of spoke about that as well. I don't know if I showed you lot. He spoke about that that Instagram video that said Liverpool, blah, blah, blah. He kind of said like, first and foremost, Liverpool, my father's favourite club, not mine. But he still, come on, like, it's still got something to do with you. This is what he said about it. He said, Yan Diomande on report suggesting he considers Liverpool his dream club. People made it out to be my dream club, but first and foremost, it's my dad's favourite club. It was always his great wish to see me there someday because he loved the atmosphere at Anfield. The way he's saying it, though, is like, it was always his great wish to see me there someday. I don't know if his father's still around. God willing, he is. Do you know what I'm saying? He's saying it was always his great wish. So I don't know if it's a thing in the past. He always wanted me to go there one day. I don't know. But I have a lot of respect for Liverpool, but my dream club right now is Leipzig. So that's when he came out and basically put the Instagram video to bed, saying it's my father's dream club, not mine. So it's all over the place, man. I don't know what's going on, man. But it seems like Yan Diomande, he's going to end up at one of the clubs in England, 100%. Tottenham want him. They're never going to get him. They're in a relegation zone. They'll be lucky to still be in this league. Liverpool seems like they got to sell someone, though. So maybe they go for Gakpo. But can you see Liverpool paying 65 million? Remember, that they pay in euros. That's like 80 million, 70 something in euros for Gakpo. I can't see it happening. But every single time I see a Liverpool content creator, the first thing that they talk about is Yan Diomande. So they're really gassed and they really, really think that they're going to get him. So we'll see. It's going to be interesting to see, man. Remember, Fabrizio sitting there liking up pictures as well about Yan Diomande to Man United. So I don't know, man. It's all over the place. You don't know where to look. But that's talking about him having a personal agreement with them. That can only be personal terms. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know, man. We'll see what happens with that, man. Hopefully we can get him. He's a good player. I've not known him for long, but I have known him enough to know that he is a good player. Obviously, you can see, look, Bournemouth have the second longest unbeaten. That's nothing to do with us. we've got the longest unbeaten run at this moment. 9 games unbeaten. A lot of them were draws, and we feel like they were losses, but they weren't. We're still unbeaten. That's what Aston Villa done. They've done a 12 to 13 game unbeaten run, and it is what it is. This came out today by The Athletic, and it said, listen, the top 10 hardest jobs in sports is the England's men team. So what Tuchel does, England men's. And then you got Manchester United, Real Madrid, New York Jets, blah, blah, blah. Look, Tottenham Hotspur is the 10th one. But that just shows how crazy that job is. Man United and Real Madrid, there's pressure on you. It's so mad that they just don't care. Literally, you're the Man United manager, you're the Man United goalkeeper. Even Van der Sar came out yesterday on the was it the overlap? He was chatting to Gary Neville and he said, listen, the goalkeeper is one of the hardest jobs in the world. Manchester United goalkeeper look at that. I think it's the hardest job in world football. Edwin van der Sar, legend. Manchester United goalkeeper. So man, no, this thing here is serious. So these players, there's so much scrutiny. One day they love you, next minute they hate you. It just goes, it is what it is. And this is what we're getting used to. It is what it is. Obviously, we all know it because we see the media with their agendas anyway. So it is what it is. And look, there we go. Look, only one club standing tall in 2026. Man United are the only unbeaten side left in the Premier League this season. It's crazy. Crazy. Let's not let that end today. I'm kind of nervous with this Everton thing. I'll be real with you, though. I'm nervous with them. They beat us with 10 men, and we've had a bit of trouble with them recently. That Dewsbury Hall is going to be playing. He's back and fit as well. I'm nervous still. I ain't going to lie to you, lot. Still, I'm kind of nervous. But I hope we can go out there and get the job done. There was some talks yesterday about, look at this, about Enrique. But listen, I don't take all these manager stuff serious no more unless it's coming from someone like Fabrizio or Ornstein. I swear to you, because we've had so much talks about Enrique. He's not going to sign a new contract. Then he is. Then he's not. Then he is. Indicators. And so I don't know, man. But this is some talks about we're trying to get him not to sign a new contract. I just can't see it happening. He's already built his team over there. They've gone out there, won the Champions League for the first time. Why does he need to go and start and build a whole new team in a whole different country? Unless he's bored of winning the Farmers League. You know what? I win this French league. It's too easy. It's not much of a competition. I want to be known as one of the greats forever. That's when you could say, all right, let me go to Man United and then do my thing over there and be known as one of the best managers in the world. Because obviously, you stay at PSG for 10 years. As long as you're not winning the Champions League, no one ain't really going to take you still as mad serious, if you know what I'm trying to say. You can win that league 10 times and it's still, we don't know about him. If anyone's going to the game today, obviously this is some news that's come out from BBC News. Live facial recognition technology will be used by police in Liverpool later when Everton hosts Man United. So obviously, for those that don't know, Everton is in Liverpool, of course. It will be used on the approaches to the stadium and it will be visible to patrols and plainclothes officers ahead of the Premier League match. So anyone that's wanted or got a warrant or something, don't even bother going over there. They run this thing where you'll get arrested before you even make it in the stadium. So they're just giving out a little warning because sometimes I've been there once. I've been to the Everton ground and the Man United and Everton fans have been fighting. Like, it's just, I don't know what it is. It's just a thing. Man United and Liverpool in general, anything in Liverpool, it just always kind of goes off. So they're just giving us a little thing, a little update. Man like Dallow's ready. I'm going to do the team news and that in a minute. I'm going to get a few of these comments. Make sure you lot are smashing the likes as well. Look at the boy Dallow. He's ready. So I don't think Mazarawi's going to be over there trying to play. What else we got? We got some more news as well. I'm going to get into it in a minute. Just keep smashing these likes. What else is that? Man United have taken more shots, 417, than any team in the Premier League this season. The last time they finished a season top for shots were 2007 and 8 under Sir Alex Ferguson. So, bro, we're still moving mad. And a lot of people, obviously, that started from Amrin. He done a good job getting them attacking and da-da-da-da. But now we're just getting it on a different level where we're going up and up and up. We're not even stalling. That West Ham game, we kind of calmed down because that low block was a serious one. I don't think we've ever met a low block like that in years. Do you know what I'm saying? But Brad, we got to be ready, especially a team like Everton. They might just do the same thing. They might just say, yo, this works. Let's just try it. Da-da-da-da-da. So it is what it is. So we got these links now. Look at this. This is Sangari. You know, he plays for Nottingham Forest. He plays with Anderson, and we're linked with him now. United's recruitment team are assessing potential targets to help replace Casemiro, and I've been impressed with Forest, Ivory Coast star Ibrahim Sangari as a player who can bolster defensive midfield. You know what I think it is? I think we're just putting it out there, all these players that are on the list, but we know who we really want. But just in case it goes left, we put it out there. Yo, we've been on to you. Look, the reports came out from early. We wanted you, etc. So Sangari, I don't know about him. I think he's okay. I don't think he's anything special. You know what I'm trying to say? Like, he can do a job. He's a man, you take it. He comes on a Carabao Cup game or 60 minutes, you just do a little changeover. He's not that bad. But look, he's 28. Is Ineos going to go and get a 28-year-old? I don't think so, man. I don't think that's their style. And he ain't really got nothing more to his game. Yeah, he'll score a little header once and twice. He's got a little long shot. He's a bit aggressive. As you can see, defensive contributions are the best here. So, I don't know, man. I think Anderson's the one that we want. And that's all we're going to go for over there. I don't think we're going to want to go for anyone else at Nottingham Forest, apart from maybe a Murillo, if we was to let Maguire go. And even all the reports that are coming out about Maguire is that he might sign a new contract. So I don't know. I can't see us getting Sangari, but that is the news that's obviously coming out and being said about him. So we'll see what, if anything, comes from that, man. What's this? This is just some talks about Onana. I worked with Andre for the 3-4 years. There's tremendous qualities, especially distribution with his feet. Somehow he has the odd mistake in him. There are moments where you think, wow, that's crazy. How can he do that? He arrived at Ajax as the third choice keeper and was eager to progress, moving up to second and then first choice. Then he went to Milan, performed well, absolutely, because I know him from Ajax. Yeah, Onana's trash, bro. Please, bruv, don't be recommending them guys to us again. Yeah? Please, Van der Sar. I know we rate you over here, but you're recommending these type of guys? Allow it. Pony. Let me get a few of these comments, man, and we'll get into the rest of the news, man, my people. Smash these likes, man. Njai gonna dunk on us. Hey, man said Njai's gonna dunk on us. Bro, we got to watch out for him. Dallow's got to be on his game. Dallow's got to be in his game. Let me know what you lot's predictions are. 2-2. I'm saying 2-2. I'm not confident today. Same. I'm not confident either. And we do let in an odd goal. But they do as well. That's the thing. They do as well. Let's see what they've been up to recently. Everton. I'm sure they let in 2 goals against Bournemouth. Yeah, look. So they haven't kept a clean sheet in their last 3. Cool. Let's move on. Look at that. Last 4, no clean sheets. Then they beat Villa. That was it. But they let in goals. Look at that. They do let in goals. And they haven't got O'Brien. Obviously, that's their right back. He got sent off. They've got no Jack Grealish. Bro, we should be going there to win, man. Simple as that. Simple as that. We should be going there for nothing but a W. I'll tell you that for free. They'll probably drop Garner back to right back. Njai. I don't know who else will fill in the middle if Garner goes right back. Because Patterson won't be able to deal with Mbumo. This is the team I'll go with as well, to be honest. I would go with this exact same team as well. I'll be real. That Barry geezer. If we got Maguire and Martinez, you're not getting no hope from him. They're better off playing Beto. Beto seems like he's got a bit more game to his game. He's a bit more stronger, etc. But this Barry geezer, it's just pure luck. Even that goal he scored against Villa, I just find him lucky. And he's got the maddest veneers I've ever seen. Horse that differently. But let me show you. This is my predictions anyway. If I was to go with this team, let me take this off the screen quickly. I would go, look, Man United, the last bomb. It's going to go like that. I will just take Cunha off and bring him on after. Or you start with Cunha and you take off Ahmad. It's one or the other. It's either you go one way or the other, literally. Or you start with Cunha like that. Sesko, Cunha, Fernandes, Mbumo, Casemiro, Menu, Shaw, Martinez, Maguire, Dalot. The only reason I wouldn't play Mazraoui is because I haven't seen Mazraoui recently. I don't know what he's on. You know what I'm saying? That's the only thing. But on a normal day, it would be Mazraoui over Dalot, 100%. All day. But yeah, we'll see, man. We'll see what happens. But that's definitely the team I would go with. Let me get a few more of these. I need Sesko. Yeah, Sesko has to play. This is his type of game. And this is you could call them a low block. And I think Carrick must have learned his thing from that last one. He said, yo, I went mad with that one, playing the same team and Boomos and that. Sesko has to start this one here. Smash the likes, my peoples, man. Metric community, Man United, big up yourself. Big up Metric. Love the content. Love my boy. Appreciate you. Big up touchline, man. That's my guy, man. 2-1 United, 2-1 United, 3-0 United. Ooh, I do not think we are getting Champions League. I think we'll miss out and finish 6th. What's the negativity about Charlie, man? Man's talking about predictions of the scores, and you're just coming out here being negative. What's going on today, Charlie? Sesko should start tonight. I'm with you. Mitch, what is your prediction? I'm saying, bruv, obviously I would never put us to lose, but 2-1. 2-1. I don't think we're going to smash them out the park. I would say 2-1, and that's being nice. Yeah, 2-1. Yes, big up yourself. We always concede as well. We always concede. We need a left wing like Manchester United this summer. We do. We will win, but it won't be easy. You're looking handsome, no, did he? Big up yourself, Dara, man. Appreciate it, man. No, Sangari is actually good. He had McAllister and Curtis Jones on lock. Is it? I didn't really watch that game too much. I watched it side-eye. Like, I was watching, there was 3 games on at once. I kept flicking through, so I didn't really see it. But I don't know, man. Like I said, I don't mind him coming off the bench, being a bench player, but he's not the guy that I'm going to say is going to win. He's going to be on that squad that wins us the league. Do you know what I'm saying? He's a man that could be on the bench. Anderson's having a bad game or something. Yo, put on Sangari. You know what I'm saying? That's what I'm on. Man United need to win this game. Yeah, 100%. I'm with you, lot. We have to win it. This is some talks about Harry Maguire. Look at this. Sources expect a solution to be found in Harry Maguire's contract situation that should see him stay at Manchester United for at least next season, though nothing is agreed yet. So Harry Maguire, obviously, we don't know what's going on with him. He could obviously sign a pre-agreement contract with someone right now if he really wanted to, but he doesn't want to. He wants to stay at Man United. I don't blame him. I don't want him to go. Not this season anyway. We got Casemiro going. That's one man. That's a senior player. Keep Maguire and Bruno and then let them go next season or something. You know, like that. Like, let them integrate with the new players. Because the mentality, Bob, you can't just get a team, get rid of all your senior players and just get bare young players. That's how you fall down, because they won't have the mentality to come back. You got to remember a lot of the games this season as well that we came back in, you know. Not won it or nothing, but just to come back in the game. Tottenham, we bottled a 1-0, remember, 1-0 up, 2-1 in the space of like 6 minutes. We came back and scored a last-minute header. Delete, senior player. Nottingham Forest, 1-0 up, second half, bam, 2 goals down in the space of 5 minutes. Amma scored the volley, excellent goal, but it's the players that's around you that's keeping you going. Look at Arsenal. We're 1-0 down from an own goal. We've gone 2-1 up. They've come back 2-2, and then we've scored again. That's senior players. That's them lot keeping it going. If we just had Euro and Heaven and that on, they would have thought, bruv, 2-2, let's just hold on to this draw. You know what I'm saying? But when you got man like Casemiro and Bruno and these guys that are, yo, we need to go for the win, it's a bit different. Casemiro will have Major League Soccer clubs in America as an option next season when his Man United contract expires as he leaves. That just goes without saying. How's that even news? Of course he's going to have MLS in for him. Of course he's going to have Saudi. That's like putting one out tomorrow and saying Casemiro will have Saudi clubs in for him. We know that. Where else are you going to go? You know what I'm saying? Like, it just goes without saying, isn't it? That's what I'm saying. Like, journalists are sometimes just so easy. But big up the boy Casemiro. I'm actually looking forward to watching Casemiro now. That's how mad it is. Like, he's been dilly, man. He's been so on it this season. So we'll see, man. We'll see. There's some talks about Solskjaer and Carrick. Carrick previously on Solskjaer staff was hurt by the Norwegian sacking as an interim for 3 games. He urged self-reflection. He impressed Omar Barada and Wilcox with his composure during the talks. Clearly interested, but not desperate. He stayed quiet throughout negotiations, even as his candidacy leaked, going silent in friends' WhatsApp groups. After leaving Middlesbrough last summer, he focused on charitable foundation and punditry. Yeah, because he was a pundit. He became kind of a little pundit, like there and there, and then bam, he hasn't had no job since. So for him to come back and he's just moving this mad with the team, good on him, man. Good on the boy Carrick, man. Seriously, man, because, bro, we could have been, I don't know where, Arsenal and Man City as your first 2 games. And we saw yesterday, bro, this Tudor guy came in. We all thought, yes, just get a draw against Arsenal. Do something. And they just looked like they could have conceded about 7 goals. I keep telling you that about these keepers, bro. Look at my man. When they got the red card at Old Trafford, what's their keeper called again? Tottenham's keeper. Whatever his name is, yeah? Vicario. He's saving shots left, right, and centre. Look at him yesterday, bruv. They're just shooting from wherever. They always come Old Trafford and then they've got everything going on. It's crazy. under Amrin, young players would often only find out in the morning if they were needed to make up the numbers with the first team. On one occasion, Bruno Fernandes approached Amrin and his staff to suggest that one young player should be getting more opportunities. That kind of intervention is unlikely to be needed under Carrick, who has taken it upon himself to get up to speed quickly on which prospects are progressing well. Carrick is driving 2.5 hours to Oxford to watch the young boys play, under 18s. He doesn't need to do that. He's doing mad stuff. Like, he's doing manager stuff like crazy. He's impressing everyone. And he's been watching nearly all their games. I don't think Amrin watched one of the young boys' games. Obviously, you could do all of that and be losing and we wouldn't care anyway. Let's be real. If Amrin was losing, but he's watching all the young boys' games, we wouldn't have cared anyway. So I get it. But he knows he's only here for 4 or 5 months. Let me do everything right. Let me see if I can integrate a young player that might even get his debut and break through. Look at that Mane geezer from Wolves. They were losing. And Rob Edwards went over there and said, you know what? I like this shoot. Integrated him. That other geezer that's gone to Forest, he wasn't playing him. We didn't even know about Mane until he came. So sometimes that's the situation and that's what happened. This is some talks about Shay Lacey. Look at that. It's like Shay Lacey said, according to those around the club, Carrick has been so focused on the day-to-day job that he has rarely strayed into long-term planning. For example, he has no conversations about the possibility of bringing back Rashford. Of course, the academy is an exception because he considers promoting youth teams, players, important club value. Shay Lacey is one of his favourites. So, of course, there's all these reports that Carrick will take back Rashford. Bro, we're putting it out there ourselves. That's the club briefing, putting it out there so Barcelona can see, yo, you don't pay the money, we will just take him back. Carrick's happy. But really and truly, why would we talk to Carrick about something that he's not even 100% going to be here in the summer? We might get Luis Enrique. Imagine Luis Enrique is available and we get him. We won't need. Why would we talk to Carrick about anything like that? It wouldn't make no sense. Luis Enrique might not want Rashford. You know what I'm saying? So it goes without saying, but Carrick is doing all the right things, man. He's doing what he needs to do. He's trying to keep the job long term. Obviously, we're unbeaten. If it carries on and we stay unbeaten, of course, he's going to be in there. So it is what it is. Look at the way Matthias Mane, the guy I was just talking about. Remember, he's only broke through when Rob Edwards went over there. Before that manager got sacked, he was a nobody. No one knew him. He was just sitting on the bench, young boy, no problem. Rob Edwards went there. He's a starter now. They're going to get some money for him now. Do you know what I'm saying? He's a gem for them. So this is what's going on. And look at that. He's obviously, this has got put out. It's a little comp. It says, look, Manchester United, Matthias Mane. So obviously the youths made a comp, said he's going to come to Man United soon or whatnot. Look at his whatever. Look at the way he's playing. And he's gone and reposted it on his own page. Do you know what I'm saying? So, boy, it is what it is. He's saying something. Obviously, we had Sully came out not too long ago and said that we've been talking to his camp. And we're trying to, you get me, we've made initial contact for him. So, who knows? Look at this. This came out on the 17th of February. So look at that. Understand Man United held initial talks with 18-year-old forward Matthias Mane's agent. So that could have just been, yo, what's your situation like? Or do you want to leave at the end of the season because we're interested? What are you telling me? Or what do you want? I know you're probably on like 12K or something dumb. We'll give you 35, 40. We want you to come through and be a backup to Mbumo, for example, or something like that. It could just be convos like that, beginning convos. It doesn't mean something solidified is going to happen. But we held initial talks with his camp, with his agent. And now he's retweeting things about Man United and, yo, bring him in. So, boy, it is where it is, man. We'll see what happens, man. But, yeah, like I said, I'm going 2-1. Look at the way Euro, man. This geezer's moving mad. The man's out here paying fines and he's on a ban now. Look at this. Euro has been banned from driving for 6 months after speeding his Porsche at 70 miles per hour past homes and a school. Euro's Porsche Cayenne was clocked at 72 miles per hour by a camera in the Manchester suburb of Withington last August. Court papers reveal Euro was driving at nearly 2.5 times a 30. Oh, it's a 30. That's mad. Man's going 70 on a 30. He's a madman. Lawyers for the French defender issued an apology on his behalf, insisting that the road was clear at the time. Euro was rushing to take a friend to the railway station. At Crewe Magistrate Court on Saturday, Euro was hit with a 6 months driving ban, 666 fine, was ordered to pay 120 in costs and 266 victim surcharge. So that's probably nothing to him anyway, that money. But the 6 months ban now, you're taking cabs every minute now. And remember, I could be on a driving ban and still drive and no one would know or care. You're Euro, mate. Everyone's going to know. So anytime he goes to Carrington, or even if he gets seen by a paparazzi anywhere in Manchester and they just snap him, if he's behind the wheel, he's finished. So you can't even take the risk. So in this 6 months, you've got to just relax, bro. Passenger seat, make someone else pick you up or just get in the cab. It's long. You know what I mean? So yeah, man, I hope it don't affect him mentally or something. I doubt it anyway. I hope he's just going to be straight. Obviously, we don't know what's going on with Maguire as well. So he could start. Euro's gone on Instagram already, posted about the game today as well. So he could start because no one knows what's going on. Oh my gosh. Oh my God. I got a bomber for you lot. And it's not good news, peoples. I've got a bomber and it's not good news. Martinez is out of the Everton game through injury. Suspected calf problem, which Man United believe may need 1 to 2 weeks recovery. No Martinez. This geezer has been a revelation since he's been back. Line-breaking passes, doing the most, and he's not even around now. Jolting, man. The boy Lobby Whitwell, you know he doesn't miss. Lobby Whitwell certified. He's United all the way. When he speaks, you listen. Jolting. No Martinez. That means what? Euro and Maguire, but Maguire's on the left. Who's going to be on the left? It has to be, or Heaven. Ah, bro, that's a jolting, man. Jolting. Let me change this title, man. Martinez is my guy, bruv. And him and Maguire together have just been pocketing everyone. Haaland, anyone that's come up against them. Who was it? The other guy, Solanke. It's been easy. Gyökeres, Jesus, normal, light work. Martinez and Maguire together. I remember Maguire went off the other day like he had a little hamstring injury, and now Martinez is injured. So we don't even know what's going on. Is Maguire going to be ready? Do you know what I'm trying to say? Imagine we get Aiden Heaven and Euro. I just feel like they're too young. There's not that much experience in there. Jolting, man. Jolting. I'm not happy with that one there still. Man, you know, I need to win this game. No, sorry, it's good. Yeah, my block. Njai creeps me off. Is Grealish back? No, Grealish is injured. That's the only player. Grealish and O'Brien are the only 2 players that are missing the game for them. Apart from that, they're good. They got their whole team. I'm very happy we are signing him. We'll see. Liverpool seem like they're in there. Bruno was the new Chelsea. Just buying everyone. Feels about as fake as City now. Bruno? Who's Bruno? Bruno is the new Chelsea. Just buying everyone. What team are you talking about? Man said Bruno was the new Chelsea. Feels about fake as City now. Who's Bruno, bro? Njai and Nico Williams are my choice if we want to spend on a winner. Nico Williams, injury prone a bit. He's always kind of injured. I'm not sure about him. Njai definitely a baller. We got a prim today. But this Martinez news is a jolting. Can we just give JJ Gabriel and Lacey time in the first even, spend the money where it matters? Yeah, obviously they're going to be on pre-season, so we're going to be able to see them on pre-season. So pre-season will know if we can, what we can do with them. But I reckon they should go on loan though. Not JJ. JJ can still play with the young boys. He's only 15. I think he will get his little debut at 1 game, but he won't be like consistently. But Shea Lacey, I think he should go on loan. Go on loan somewhere, Championship or even a Prem team, and then come back. And then you go for it properly. We need a top CB in the summer. We can't keep living like this. This is what I'm saying, bro. We keep getting injuries. Martinez is out today. No Martinez. It's crazy. We keep getting injuries, bro. All the time. And it's 1 minute it's Maguire, then it's Martinez, then it will be someone else. Bro, it's just long. Like, man can't keep living like this, bro. And that's one thing I'm saying. I want Maguire to stay because of the leadership and he's a senior player. But then you look at these guys and they're always injured. So I don't know, man. But that's a Lobby Whitwell bomber. He don't miss. You understand? Look at that. He will miss the thing. Critchley's come out as well. But the fact that it's only 1 to 2 weeks ain't the worst. And when you see our fixtures, I think we only play Crystal Palace. Crystal Palace have obviously got they've got a game, Conference League game as well, a serious game that they need to win. So they're gonna probably be tired by the time they get to Old Trafford. But look at this, 1 to 2 weeks. So we play today, of course. And then Sunday we play Palace. And then Newcastle's on Wednesday. He might even miss, he might miss the Newcastle game. He might miss the Newcastle game as well. He might miss the Newcastle game. He'll definitely be back for the Aston Villa game, it seems like. But he might miss the Newcastle game as well. Jolting. And that's a big miss. That's a big miss, man. So that's the situation with Martinez, man. Jolting. He will miss today's game. United say they hope this latest problem will only keep him out for 1 or 2 weeks. And that's not even 100%. That's we hope. We're hoping. And we said the same thing about De Ligt. De Ligt, it will only keep him out for 1 to 2 weeks. The guy's been gone for about 3 months. We just said the same thing about De Ligt, bro. 1 to 2 weeks, him and Mason Mount, and the man's been missing for 3 months. It doesn't make no sense, but it is what it is. What can we say in it? All I can say is him and Maguire together were doing their thing. Yeah, they were pocketing defenders for fun. Now that we still got Euro. Euro can put in a shift, of course, but I'm not too sure if Maguire is okay. That's the problem. Maguire was moving like he had a hamstring injury at West Ham. So we might get a little bombard about Maguire soon, or Maguire might not be fully fit. And he's acting up. You know what I'm trying to say? And that's one thing about Beto and them and they like to get physical. You put someone like Aiden Heaven, Aiden Heaven's getting fished up by someone like Beto, bro. Do you know what I'm trying to say? That's why it's a bit tricky still, but I don't know, man. We'll see what happens, innit? But it's definitely a blow. But the 1 to 2 weeks isn't the worst, though. That's all I would say. The 1 to 2 weeks, that's a good timeline. It's not no 4 weeks thing, etc. But then again, like I said, they said 1 to 2 weeks about De Ligt, and we're still here waiting. Nobody knows what happened to De Ligt, bro. Only God knows. Literally. They're keeping that one there on the hushes of the hushes. Nobody knows what happened to him. I don't know if they're trying to get rid of him or something or what. And this is one of the cafes. Look at this cafe that's right next to Old Trafford. This has been shut down. Beer Rats. Jim the Rat gone over there and infested it. Look at that. They're biting through the jacket potatoes and that. Crazy. So they've been fined £10,000. And I think they've been, is it closed down? Zero Stanley was handed to the CAF by been fined £10,000, which is not linked to the club. Voluntary closed its premises on Chester Road. Yeah, it's closed. Madness. I've been to this one here as well. Imagine that. United CAF. It's so trash. It's crazy. But yeah, my people, man, that's the news, man. Obviously, we're going to go band for band with Everton today. Who's that? My man. Wolf. Is that? I thought that was Wilfred Zaha. Safe. I thought that was Wilfred Zaha. I thought he was back over there. Safe. But yeah, anyways, bam. We're going band for band with Everton, man. That's the news about Diomande. We'll see what happens. As you can see, the boy Martinez will not be at the game today. He will miss the game. It's from Laurie Whitwell, most reliable when it comes to Man United. 1 to 2 weeks. Who knows? Hopefully, Euro can come in and put in a shift, or whoever comes in. Heaven, I don't know if Heaven's physical enough. You know what I'm saying? And remember, when I'm looking at their wingers, it's only really NJ. Nah, they got that George geezer right there. They've got George, they've got Diblin, they've got a few wingers that have got a bit of pace on them. So we gotta be on it, man. But I don't know if Heaven can handle the physicality of a player like Beto or Barry, whatever. Because them man are a bit physical. Do you understand? So they've got a little bit of pace. NJ is obviously the main geezer for them. Garner will probably drop into right back. You got to watch them on a set piece. You know, they got Branthwaite, Tarkowski, obviously O'Brien, but he's not playing today. So yeah, and then they've got their striker, Barry or Beto, whoever. So they've only got 2 people suspended, as you can see, Grealish and O'Brien. We've got De Ligt, Mason Mount, Dorgu, and you can add Martinez into that as well now. So we got to be ready, man. Obviously, this is the predicted lineup. Don't think this is the lineup. It's just predicted. But, bro, I didn't want Maguire to go, but now it's like, bro, we just need to go get a CB, especially if we're playing Champions League next season and 4 different competitions trying to go the full way. We need to go and get a CB that's going to be more reliable, man. Seriously, blood. Because Martinez injured. Next minute, it's Maguire. Then it's just all over the place. I don't want to rely on Euro and Heaven, because you have to give them Blyes. If they make a mistake, they're young. It's cool. So we don't want to be in a position where we have to keep giving Blyes out when you've got experience. Do you know what I'm saying? So let's go out there and get someone. But yeah, this is the team that they're guessing. They're predicting themselves. This is not 100% the team. The team will be out in the next half an hour or so. But we need to go for it, man. What's that on his head? Is that? Oh, I thought that was a plaster on his head or something. But yeah, cool, my peoples, man. Smash the likes. I'll be here straight after the game. Literally live match reaction. The moment the final whistle goes, I'll be on, win, lose or draw, and we'll speak about it for half an hour or so. So make sure you're here. Love my peoples. Appreciate all of you lot. Done now.
Got some celebs, pull up loco. You know we are mess, pull up mobos. They gon' be there on repeat, they're like, oh no. Where's the mix it out, let's take a photo now. For now, I'm loco. For now, the service beat, I'm more loud. I said I'm more loud, I'm more loud. Can't touch down.